have you seen anything like that? No good. Wide right.
Little roller up along first. Behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
Oh, the band is out on the field. He's going to go in the end zone. He's going to go in the end zone. The Bears have won. The Bears have won. Oh, my God. You believe in miracles? Yes.
It's the Davey Mac Sports Program, where we talk the sports and other stuff like doing the right thing. Remember, kids, always do the right thing. Unless it's too hard. Then you do what everyone else does. Step on any motherfucker who gets in your way and destroy all those who oppose you, and while basking in their blood. Outside of that, kids, always do the right thing. And now, here's your host, Mr. Eastside David McDonald, everyone.
Thank you, Roy. Thank you so much. Thank you very much, Roy. Seemed like very contradictory advice that you just gave there.
How do you figure, David?
Always do the right thing. And then did you say something about basking in blood?
Well, yeah, sometimes it's part of doing the right thing.
Hey, I got to turn up my headphones real quick.
Okay, so follow your headphone.
Okay, follow my headphone.
Follow the red wire there.
Follow the red. This is the beautiful live thing here.
Yeah, now you see where it's on the silver dial on the left side of your knob? Turn that to the right very carefully.
Turn it to the right, okay.
Very carefully, and it's going to get loud.
Yes, okay. Is that it?
Yeah, okay.
No, I
actually,
can't hear it.
The wrong one, David. Go back.
Yeah.
Put that one back where it was.
Put that one back.
Yep, and now the
Yeah.
So listen, it's going to be the
Yeah.
Oh, David.
Okay.
All I hear is
Well,
So, David, it's the second silver knob from the right there. On the
okay,
top.
that one.
Yes,
That one.
that's-
Okay,
that's
well,
your
this is the
headphone.
Hey, live Davey Mac Sports Program. I don't know. Maybe it's the headphones. It could be the headphones. All of a sudden, they stopped working. But who gives a shit? Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
All right, well, then you know what? Fuck the headphones. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
I don't
okay.
need the goddamn headphones. It's the Davey Mac Sports Program. The fun beginning of the show, but don't worry.
Yeah.
This is why we're here, Daddy.
That's
This
right.
is why we're here live at the Dojo of Comedy, Morris Plains, New Jersey, Roy Hoddens. Because we are here to do an explosive show, a big-time show, NBA Finals news, New York, a lot of Jets news, Major League Baseball news. We got the Stanley Cup Finals. We got all kinds of things going on. Last week, I was basking in the glow of my prediction that the Boston Celtics would come from behind down 0-3 against the Miami Heat.
Yes.
And that they would win Game 7 on Sunday. And guess what happened?
What happened, David?
The Boston Celtics fucked me in the ass. They choked in Boston on their home court like a bunch of goddamn pussies. And they let Jimmy Butler and the Heat defeat them on their home court after coming back 0-3. You choke on your home court. And you're the 2 seed and the Heat's the 8 seed. Fire them all! All of them. People were saying, oh, man, how about that coach, Joe, whatever his goddamn name is? Fuck him. Fuck that. Oh, my God. And Jaylen Brown. I don't care how many times Jaylen Brown's a stand-up classy guy in the press conference after the Celtics fuck up. After a certain point, no one cares about your nice, humble press conferences where you throw yourself under the bus. People need to see you fucking play and play well in the big spot. Everyone's talking about Jaylen Brown deserves all this money. I don't think so. I know Jason Tatum, fucking twisted his ankle. But so that's even more of a reason for Jaylen Brown to step up. And that guy didn't step up for shit. And then the goddamn Boston Celtics, they fucking ruined my prediction. I take that personally as the sports master. Master.
You're the one that we bet after.
I take it personally. And now I got fucking Bobby Tamburo. Huh. What's that jersey you're wearing today?
Still rocking the Jimmy Buckets jersey.
He's wearing a Jimmy Butler jersey just to fucking antagonize me. Yeah. Even though it's a goddamn Philadelphia 76er jersey. He hasn't played on that team in 4 years.
He does put it on right before the show, David.
He always puts it on just to piss me off.
Oh, guaranteed.
If only back when you made your ridiculous prediction, Dave, that the Knicks were going to win the NBA Finals, if somebody had been like, hey, watch out for Jimmy Butler and the Heat.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
They might be a roadblock in the way.
So you made that prediction?
Yeah, you might call
Minus 15 points for jinxing me. And plus 15 for you, Roy. You didn't jinx my ass
No,
for a
sir.
change.
No, sir.
I mean, that introduction fucking jinxed the beginning of the show. It was so goddamn satanic, the fucking headphones wouldn't work. That was Jesus saying, you know what, that's too evil. Even for the DMSP. Fuck you guys. We're going to get you guys off to a bumpy start. Well, you can't hold the DMSP down. Ain't all right, Roy Hawtins.
That's right, sir.
Sir.
Sorry.
When did you start calling me sir?
I forgot what you call the preacher.
Mr. Champion.
Mr. Champion,
If you
that's
want,
right, yeah.
Sports Master.
Sports-
Mr. Champion's what Big A. Andrew Gold calls me.
Right.
I've never asked for you to call me Mr. Champion. You're entitled to, if you so choose.
Seen a lot of people call you Mr. Champion in the chat.
Oh, thank you all. Thank you, the chat. Yes, we are live. We're doing this live. Then we upload the show later.
Right.
So when we upload the show, Bobby, if you want, you can take out that beginning headphones thing. If you want.
See what happens.
Or keep it in. I could give a shit.
Keep it in. It's okay.
Now listen. Yes.
Just what are your thoughts on the Denver Heat?
Well, this is what I'm going to say. So the Denver Nuggets, Nikola Jokic, they call him the Joker. Holy shit. The basketball playing WWE Gunther is he is 7'1" of Serbian bad news. He just is big and a goddamn pain in the ass to play against. I hated in my distinguished high school basketball career where I averaged 38 points for the CBA, Christian Brothers Academy Colts. Now, that stat is probably false, but I just want to throw it out there.
Fair enough.
I always hated the big, huge mongoloids who they weren't even trying to do it, just going up for a rebound. They'd hit you in the fucking face with an elbow, a bicep, something. They're always hitting into you.
Yeah.
By the end of the game, you've been in a goddamn match with Stone Cold Steve Austin over there.
Wow.
No one is comfortable playing basketball like that. Certainly no one in the NBA.
Right.
You know, they're not used to that physicality anymore. Those were the days of the 90s, the 80s.
Yeah.
I mean, you see some of these fucking
Anthony
clips
Mason and,
between the Pistons and the Celtics. Guys used to literally clothesline each other and sometimes not get a technical foul. Forget about being thrown out of the game.
Yeah, it was all a risk, David. Sometimes you get caught, sometimes you get away with it.
This Joker is something else. I'm going to pray to the fucking god of Serbia to get his fucking Croatian ass on the Knicks. Because that's what I fucking need. And I like Donovan Mitchell, the New York Knicks center. Good defender. But let's be honest. I mean, he can't do anything offensively. This fucking guy does it all. He literally does everything. Points, rebounds, assists. Listen to this goddamn stat line he had in game one. Jokic, 27 points, 10 rebounds, 14 assists, a steal, and a block shot. He is filling up all the goddamn categories. Wow. What else do you need?
Could use a few more blocks from my center. One block?
Oh, come on.
Are you joking me, Joker?
Not when you had 27 points and 14 assists.
Fair enough. He's distributing the ball.
And your team kicked the shit out of Miami. It was a 9 or 10 point final, but Miami had to outplay them in the fourth quarter in garbage time in order to get it that close. It was not a close game.
At all.
Nuggets absolutely dominated the Heat in game one. Game two is tonight. Let's see what happens. I'll tell you one thing. Sportsmaster ain't going 0 for 2.
No.
I guarantee you the Denver Nuggets sweep these motherfuckers, and that's a goddamn prediction for the Sportsmaster.
Master, you're the one that we bet after.
So I'm excited, though. I'm watching these NBA finals. I love them so much. I love all the postseasons, and it's a treat.
Yeah.
Even though this weekend I was preoccupied with a lot of things. I was preoccupied.
Like what, David?
Well, with the NBA finals.
Okay.
June 3rd is my parents' anniversary.
Nice.
And since my dad passed away in April of 2020, it's an important day to be around the mom and stuff like that. And so I was planning all of that, all the festivities. We did hang out with my mom on Saturday, and planning these different festivities when I was surprised on Friday morning to find out that I had been put on the Shizer list.
You don't say, David.
Now, here's the odd thing. Since I invented the Shizer list, long before the list of Jericho, by the way, or any of the other lists, any list that you can think of, this is first.
Yeah.
Okay. Since I invented the bit, I found myself perplexed as to how I can be on the Shizer list. Then I click on the goddamn link. And it's always fucking Jedi Jared Fishman of Yaddle Chattel, formerly known as White Jared from the O&A universe. He has to goddamn send me Earl's Black Girl Douglas.
Oh, no.
Has just stolen the Shizer list and has put you on it at number 1.
Well, at least you're number 1, David. what
Ichiban! Number 1. So I said to myself, this has to be a fucking joke.
Gotta be a joke.
I clicked on it, and I look at the fucking Shizer list. He's talking about Mayor Eric Allen or this or that. And then number 1, he puts me on it and calls me a clear-eyed idiot. Now,
Clear-eyed idiot?
Now, here's the fucking thing. I was so angry on Friday morning.
Yeah.
Because
it's morning.
It's the AM.
Yeah.
I know. I'm grumpy until noon. Both me and Roy are the same.
Yeah.
Don't approach us with bad news or anything
Or any
in
news
the
for that
AM
matter.
hours.
Yeah.
Don't reach out to the Davey Mac Sports program as a whole. I
As
almost
a
killed
whole,
Jared. Yeah.
everything is noon, PM, and after.
Yeah.
Okay, so I had the morning anger going on. I had, what was going on. And I'm not looking for sympathy in any way, shape, or form. Okay?
No.
I'm just saying, I don't engage in a lot of radio wars these days because I've explained I have real life family issues to concentrate on. That require all of my attention, not just my family. Because again, I'm not looking for sympathy, and you're playing fucking sympathetic
I'm
goddamn
just saying,
piano. No, go ahead, play it. I'm not telling
If
you
you're
what
looking
to
for
do.
sympathy, I'm the guy, David.
This is not. I'm not looking for the sympathy.
Okay.
I'm looking to inform.
Okay.
There are real issues going on. There have been health issues in the McDonald family, especially since my dad's passing. There have been a lot of stuff. I have to worry and be there for my mom. Yeah. Beanie Mac, okay? Yeah. And we had a very special day planned on Saturday. I have to be there for my kids, okay? I have to be there for the Davey Mac Sports program, for fucking Yaddle Chattel, for the goddamn the Eastside Davidson Wrestling Show, for Patreon.com/EastsideDave. Oh, yeah, and my number 1 morning show in New Jersey, WRET 95.9 FM, where I've been number 1 for the past 32 books. That's 8 years of being number 1, a.k.a. Ichiban, Daddy. So this is why I don't engage in the drama, because I have too much that requires my attention.
Yes, you're a winner, and you don't have time for this nonsense.
But then Earl Douglas puts me on the Shizer. And here's why I was confused. Why? I just saw this guy at the Fez Watley Memorial, which was a beautiful event put on by the Bennington Show. I just saw him there.
Yeah, he was very
Had a
cordial.
pleasant meeting. Mm-hmm. Saw Chris there, Ron there, everybody. It was extremely pleasant. It was a wonderful time. If he had anything to say to me, why couldn't he say it to my face? And by the way, this is not me being strong, being tough. I don't want SiriusXM to again think I'm physically threatening the guy. What I'm saying is, man to man, why didn't you say whatever you had to say to my face when I was there? Or, subsequently, how come I've asked this guy to do the Davey Mac Sports program or the Eastside Dave Show a zillion times. He denied every time or just ignored me.
Yeah, he definitely does not want to do our show.
So, I've asked him all this fucking stuff. So instead, he puts himself at the SiriusXM castle where he can do a video where he knows I can't respond on his video. And it's in a building that I'm not allowed to go in for God knows what reason. You emailed someone fucking 12, 13 years ago that maybe if you see them crossing this on the sidewalk, you'd like to punch him in the face. Which was always radio guys speak to radio guys. That one fucking... No one knows why I'm not allowed in the goddamn building anymore. But here's the thing. If he is such a man, here's the challenge. Okay, because I really don't have a lot of time to be focused on this issue.
No.
If he wants to discuss anything, invite me onto the show. Invite me onto the Bennington Show. Get it done, get me passed through security, and then air out whatever grievances you have.
Yeah.
A one-sided Instagram video from a fucking compound on 57th Street that I'm not allowed to enter is fucking weak. And it's cowardly.
But still kind
It's cowardly.
Still kind of smart, though, if you think about it, David.
Smart.
Very clever.
Face to face. Again, there's no physicality here. Face to face. Not. Don't book me to do a phone in or anything, Earl. Face to face, because I don't trust that shit.
Yeah.
I got beat a long time ago doing some stupid ass sports bet where I competed against a woman who fucking, we were competing in a goddamn sports trivia contest.
Right.
And because she wasn't there, she wasn't in studio when I was, people were able to cheat and this. No. I have to be looking at the person.
Okay.
So if he is going to fucking put me on the, listen, when I put people on the Shizer list, they have an open invitation. I've always said, Bill Simmons, Shizer list. You can come up here, right here, and talk to me. Any fucking Aaron Hicks, Shizer list, Brian Cashman, Shizer list. If any of them want to do a DMSP, you can sit right here, right next to Sports Robot. But come on, isn't that a little chicken shit?
Yeah, a lot of chicken shit, David.
Hey, you had an opportunity to say something, and I thought we were good. Now, I don't know if this stems from the brand new, obviously hit show that's Patreon exclusive called Tales from the Satellite, okay, which is the show that I'm doing about my nearly 10 years at SiriusXM Satellite Radio, covering everything. Ron and Fez, O&A, Sam and Dave, and DMSP XL. I don't know if that's, I don't know. I don't know. It's so random. And then some guy he tweets at me, he goes, oh, radio war, yawn. And I go, it's not a fucking radio war. This motherfucker just randomly stole my Shizer list bit, put me on it with no explanation. None.
I like his style.
So you know what that gets you, Earl Douglas? That gets you an entry on the one and only copyrighted, trademarked Shizer list.
Shizer, you're the ones that we despise.
The list that I invented, the list that is obviously is such a sensation that it has to be ripped off by Earl Douglas. And I guess Earl Douglas is in the spot in his life where he is probably failing so much on the air. On a Bennington show probably right now, that the only way to get interest in him is to go back to fucking Mr. Pizzazz, Mr. Electricity, Mr. Captivation, Eastside Dave McDonald. That's why you put me in the Shizer list. You're trying to get a little bit of rub from the legend. I thought about this. I used to do like some videos. Remember the Bearded Joker?
Oh, yeah.
Where I would like call out Opie or something as the Bearded Joker. Yeah. Let's think about that. Let's break that down for a second. Opie was my superior. It's me shooting up, right?
Sure.
So that's what it is. Earl Douglas has finally recognized that I'm his superior. Isn't that what it is? Because otherwise, he's shooting up apparently.
Yeah, he can't.
Also, when I did those Bearded Joker fucking things, I worked at SiriusXM, so did Opie. So we could see each other inside the building. No chicken shit going on. No cowardly nonsense going on.
Man to man.
Man to man. But instead, this is what he does. This is some fucking weak ass shit. Double Shizer his ass.
Shizer, you're the ones that we despise.
I mean, are you with me on this one, Roy?
I'm always with you, David.
God bless you for that. Robert, what do you think about this controversy? This controversy, which was very surprising to me. And again, I don't want anyone being sympathetic. But when I talk about I have stuff that needs my concentration, we're talking about very serious things, some of which may or may not be health issues of the most serious kinds.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I need my attention on my content and my fucking shit. Now, you want to play ball with the Dave, man? You want to fucking dance with the devil, punk? Then fucking put me in the studio with your ass. Otherwise, shut the fuck up and triple Shizer your ass.
Shizer, you're the ones that we despise.
Now, I don't know if I should go on any longer, but did I tell you that one of my talents in life is I can like do seances and stuff. I know how to commiserate with the dead. and I can speak with the dead and channel the dead, and then they will speak through me. Davey Mack is simply the human vessel with which they will communicate their thoughts. It's something that I learned watching The X-Files.
Yes.
And so I thought, no one wants to hear Davey Mack talk about this insane issue anymore. Maybe they need someone a little closer to Earl's perspective. And so I think it's time we try to contact Earl's dead grandmother and see what she has to say about this issue. Because, Earl was very close to his grandmother, Roy, and she died.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Horrible death. She got caught in a blender somehow. One of those type of things. Yeah, one of those, like a machine malfunction, and something fucking happened, and next thing you know, pieces of her arm were getting ripped off, bled out in the kitchen.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, fucked up.
Workman's comp.
So we're gonna try to do that in just a bit. First, of course, what I have to do is I have to get in the mood. That's it, Roy. Give me some ambi. I love it. That's the seance music that I require. Thank you. Let me try to communicate. I think something's happening. I'm feeling a tingle here, Roy. Roy, I think she's about to enter my body here. Hold on, Roy. It's gonna happen. Coming, Roy! She's coming! She's here.
Earl, honey, it's your dead grandmother here, baby. Earl. Hey, baby. Can you mosey on over to the thermostat, honey, and lower it? It's hot as hell here in hell. Earl, baby. Also, Earl, honey, can you get me some cleaning wipes? Hitler and Himmler are running the train on me, and things are getting messy. Pretty good joke, Bobby. I thought that, a laugh or two might help out this bit. It's funny, Earl. I can't tell who's who between Himmler and Hitler. I just know the fucking's good, baby. Thanks, Bobby. Earl's grandmother appreciates your spirit, sweetie. Earl, baby. Any word on Bill Cosby's health? I can't wait to see his fine ass down here so I can suck on that Huxtable hog. Oh my God. Fires of hell are getting to Bobby, Roy. Earl, baby. Earl, you know who's down here who I get a kick of? Richard Nixon. Yeah, I should know. I like to let his tricky dick Watergate my ass every night, Earl. Earl. Know who I need down here, Earl? Also, like yesterday, O.J. Simpson. I'd gargle his juice anytime, sweetie. Juice? O.J.'s nickname, Earl. Was that good, Earl? It was a pun, baby. Oh, Earl, hell's not so bad, sweetie. I play bingo on Fridays with Saddam Hussein. Let me tell you, honey, forget about the other letters. Saddam knows how to get the O out of me. I once came so hard with Saddam that I then tried to invade Kuwait, baby. That's a strong orgasm. Earl, sweetie, do you have any radio butt plugs lying around? I've got a date with Phil Spector, and he's kind of kinky, baby. But one thing is for sure, Earl, when it comes to Phil Spector, when we fuck, he goes in river deep and mountain high.
Remember that song, Roy? That was a hit for Phil Spector.
I remember it well, David.
Know who's down here? Herbert Hoover. I remember him as president, which is why I let him hoover my snatch. Earl, I gotta go. Satan's coming. He's in a grumpy mood. Not even my 69 blowjobs a day is working. Bye, Earl. Bye, baby. Bye, get to work. Get to work, Earl, faster, baby. Hang up those paintings faster, honey. Faster, sweetie. Bye, Earl.
I'm back. Whoa, that was weird.
Wow, David. You
What happened? Did
Dave,
she
you
say
missed
anything
Earl's
weird?
grandma.
What happened?
She fucked every cool person in hell.
What?
Yeah, dude.
What
She's getting
happened?
it on.
God, see, you know, that's the one thing. Whenever I do my seances, I black out.
Yeah, I see all that.
I don't know what happens.
It's good.
Yeah, Earl's grandmother comes.
Everything good level-wise here, Bobby? I felt like no complaints?
It seemed
Yeah?
like nothing,
Okay.
no complaints.
Okay. No, because I'm nervous because we're trying something different
It's
here.
amazing, Dave. It feels like as lazy and do nothing as Earl is in real
Easy.
life, his grandmother's the opposite in hell.
She's very busy.
She's very active.
I was going to say, I'm joking around with Earl. I don't want Bobby to start an actual controversy.
Just, nobody
I-
wants to be around Earl in real life.
Oh,
but in
please,
hell,
Robert.
his grandmother can't be.
I'm
nobody can get
trying
enough of
to
her.
end this weekend on a happy note. I didn't need to obviously voice what the fuck? Why would I randomly get attacked like this? And why? Is it because he literally needs me to be interesting? If that's the case, then quit your fucking job. Seriously.
Whoa.
No, really. If you need me to be interesting, then you're not. Quit your fucking job. Give it to somebody else who is interesting. Because apparently he does. He could have said something to my face. So again, invite me. And when I mean on the air in my face, it means we're gonna have a fun debate or a discussion or whatever he wants, whatever grievances Earl would like to air.
Yeah.
I'm all ears.
Yeah, it's no arm wrestling.
I'm all ears. I'm ready to rumble, baby. But I'm doing it in. So do that, or honestly, Earl, then shut the fucking lips because you're doing pussy shit. I expected better. I thought we had a great time at the Fez Memorial Tribute.
Yeah,
Where'd this come from? I thought we were literally all in love these days. I do a Patreon show called Tales from the Satellite. I've brought up Earl cutting his food in small portions. Like, don't that shit I used to bring up on Run and Fez 15 years ago. Don't tell me that's why he's mad. I'm asking you. You're the co-host, Robert.
Dave,
Have I said anything on Tales from the Satellite that would piss off Earl? I know I've certainly only been glowingly and loving about Ron and Fez, who deserve, justifiably so, who deserve my love. But Earl, I've made fun of, but in a Davey Mack way.
I mean, honestly, Dave, it's almost a watered-down Davey Mack way. It's certainly not as intense as it was back in the day.
What the fuck?
Do you know what happened when Julius Caesar saw his enemy Virgil beheaded?
What? Are you talking about Ted DiBiase and Earl's the Virgil in this scenario?
I think.
Did you mix it up?
No.
No, I think he's talking about Caesar.
Oh, okay.
Julius Caesar. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Because
I thought you were calling Earl
Pompey,
Virgil.
not Pompey, not Virgil. I'm sorry. He wept because the rivalry was over, and it feels like Earl can't do anything without you there. It has to be engaging with
then
you.
bring me in. But don't you know? I mean, or give me a little
Yeah.
or an explanation, an explanation for why I was not just hey you fuck. He said you clear-eyed idiot, get your own personality. The one thing I've never been accused of is not having my own fucking personality. You goddamn liar. You
Also,
fucking phony.
You clear-eyed? You're full hard away from being a championship contender, Dave. That's not an insult. That just means you have your head on straight.
So,
What's he doing?
Yeah, I don't know.
Translucent, maybe.
Do you think there's someone pulling the strings behind Earl? You think?
No, he's a grown man. He's 59 years old.
Okay,
No, this is Earl trying to get some heat.
Oh, okay.
And using my fucking name, and that's fine. That's fine. But, have it be logical. You're going to do something, make it sense, not random, and then the fucking I respond because I'm pissed off, and some guy goes, oh, they're doing a radio war. I go, I'm not doing no war. I'm trying to look out for my mom. and my son and my daughter and people who I care about. No sympathy, despite Roy Harder's fucking keyboards, his goddamn sarcastic keyboards. I've never been on more fire content-wise. The DMSP is through the roof. The fucking Star Wars show is great. The wrestling show is great. The Patreon's great. And 95.9 FM, we've been number one for 8 years on the morning show. I mean, so is it because I'm so productive right now that Earl's a little jelly?
Could be, David.
A little jealous? Huh? Jealousy. Night and day you hold me. I mean, is that what's going on here? But if you're going to do something, say it to my face when we were just in the same room a few months ago. You're a chicken. You're a coward. Coward.
And Dave, he can invite you on air.
Why not?
Would Wally Pip invite Cal Ripken? Like, do you just want to remind everybody of how much better it could be? Like, no, he doesn't have the balls to have you on air because then everybody will be reminded once again.
By the way, if Wally Pip invited Cal Ripken, that would make Wally Pip Nostradamus because he would have predicted Cal Ripken being born like 80 years later. Wally Pip was the Lou Gehrig guy.
That's what I meant. I'm sorry. It's been a long weekend. Maybe I have ALS.
But I get your reference.
Yeah,
the
I'm
Wally
trying.
Pip Gehrig, 1920s. Cal Ripken, 80s and 90s.
You know,
there
I'm
was
doing
a
my
good
thing,
60-year gap between your references. Don't worry. You're doing a great job. Listen, it's not going to... I still love Ron and Fez. I still love the Bennington Show.
Oh, yeah.
Still love Chris Pepper Stanley. I'll even say I still love Earl Douglas. But this was so out of nowhere and confusing and jarring that I didn't even know how to react. I was pissed off at first, and then I said, I can't let it ruin my fucking weekend when we have a day planned tomorrow to honor my dad with my mom, who maybe is or is not battling a very serious health issue. That's where the concentration is going to go to Beanie Mac and the kids. And then all of the shows that I'm doing. That's why I don't do the drama anymore. Don't accuse me of starting a radio war. I don't do this. I do the other shit. I produce content. Thank you.
Dave, I have a question. When you say serious health condition, do you mean like
I don't need
fainting anytime you're criticized or smelling
Oh,
Febreze?
fainting when you smell Febreze.
Like, would you say
no,
that would be a serious
She doesn't have that.
Okay, so she has like a real condition.
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
So that's where the Beanie Mac, we're going to make sure that her health is okay. Okay, we're going to make sure that everything is going well in the McDonald household, that all of the content keeps coming out. And like I said, if Earl wants to mix it up, put me on the show.
That's it.
This isn't me being aggressive, by the way.
No.
I'm not going to hit the guy. This isn't me being strong or tough. I'm not being physical. This is me saying, don't be a pussy, though. Don't do one-sided. And why take... The only thing that, like, why I was bothered when it first happened is I have had bits stolen from me. That has actually happened. And I know this for a fact. I have friends. Like, you don't work 20 years without making a few connections. I have friends who've worked on late night shows, worked at WFAN, worked at ESPN, who've said, oh, yeah, that guy stole your bit.
Yeah, well...
That guy took your bit. So but by the way, when Earl does it from SiriusXM, listen, I'm just being honest. What we're doing here is special. It's awesome. But it's being supported by a billion-dollar corporation. And then you're stealing the bit from a smaller independent podcaster. And then when your audience, and then when your fucking audience, thinks that now Earl's bit, and then I do it a year from now, they think I ripped off Earl.
Well, that's...
You know what's amazing, Dave?
It's just, make it make sense.
You brought up a great point, though, of how much better you are than Earl despite all the odds. You know what? And here's something Earl can't do. Starting next week, if you want to come watch the Davey Mac Sports program live, come hang out at Tiff's, 3 o'clock. Get here at 3.
Here?
Yeah, if you want to get food and drink, you'll have to go down to the bar and get it.
Wow.
But let's see Earl invite people live to the Bennington Show.
Okay, so we are inviting, but it's a soft launch. It's just like, now we're going to try out a little bit of an audience. And
I like the sound of this.
2 people show up, then that's fine.
Right, we're just even better.
Less people.
Yeah.
In fact, can we have it at 2?
We will cap it at 2. No. We're getting prepared for bigger and better things, but as we do, we won't let you in the room until 3 because we're getting set up and prepared. But at 3 o'clock, we'll get you in, get you seated, go to the bar, grab some drinks.
Sounds good.
We'll do it from there.
Now, and again, I'm very happy these days. Like I'm trying to watch my happiness.
Yeah, you seem like you're in a good
and trying
place.
to not be anger, because again, I have to be glass half full positive guy right now for my family.
Yes.
And so I'm trying to do that. But I don't know. This came out of nowhere. I did. I'll be honest. I texted Chris Pepper Stanley. I said, "Where's this coming from?" He said, "Earl's going into business for himself."
Oh,
Earl. It's just some weird ass bit Earl is doing.
Oh, I got.
He then said, "You can blast him if you want."
Okay.
So that's when I wrote, "Earl's the least productive and creative guy in the history of radio," and then felt instant guilt from it. But now, fucking 92 likes later, that fucking tweet is not getting deleted. I always feel like a little guilty if I'm too strong on Twitter. But it's at the same time, it's he put it on Instagram, so I have to put my rebuttal on social media like a fucking asshole.
Fair enough.
And I'd rather discuss these things man to man. No fighting or anything, but man to man, what's the beef? But I got a feeling like he don't want my smoke. And I fucking know why. Fucking 6 years in IWF, you think Tito Santana hasn't fucking instructed me on a little something? You think Tony Atlas hasn't shown my ass a little something? No physicality. But if you make your move and try to choke me again, involuntarily, the way you choked me on SiriusXM satellite radio against anything that I had ever volunteered for, when you decided to just fucking assault me, if you try that again, I'm going to break both your goddamn legs.
Whoa.
If he tries to assault me again.
Yeah, in self-defense.
Yeah, in self-defense. And I ain't no snitch. I'm saying if he tries to choke and assault me again, the way he did years ago, this time things will turn out differently. But if you want to have a conversation, a happy one, a calm one, whatever kind of one you want, I'm right here. I'll drive up. I'll dominate my morning radio show, get #1 ratings, and drive right up to Manhattan. Okay? Are we good with that topic?
I think we are.
Oh, quickly. Actually, we're not. It just so happens that the Tales from the Satellite Show on patreon.com/EastsideDave, episode 3 will be out next weekend. And let me tell you, and this is truly a coincidence, I swear to God, we have episodes scheduled. It's going to revolve around Earl Douglas choking me on SiriusXM. I swear to you. Don't take my word for it. Robert.
Yeah.
Jared Fishman and Ron and Fez Archivist as well, who are doing the show, would absolutely back me up on this.
100%. We've had this plan for about a month or so now.
We've had this plan where this episode 3 would be Earl choking me. So I'm going to discuss that when Robert comes to my house on Friday, and hopefully it'll be uploaded on Saturday.
Fantastic.
And maybe Earl thinks you're a bit more than he can chew off, Dave. If he wants to try choking me, I'm happy for that too.
Okay, please. Please.
Maybe me and some friends could go to Queens. Who knows?
Please. We don't need that. See? Do you see how he makes things worse? Can we do some sports for Christ's sakes?
Let's do it, David.
Okay, I got 3 things about the Jets.
Okay.
So I want to call this segment, and Earl Douglas is a big Jets fan, by the way. So maybe he would enjoy this segment. Jets fans,
what do you say?
Anyway, I call this segment Jerkin' with the Jets, and we're going to give you some hot topics real quick. Three hot topics.
Okay. Jerkin' with the Jets.
Well, I like that. Do that again, please.
Jerkin' with the Jets.
Yeah.
One more time.
Jerkin' with the Jets.
Ooh. And then go into Jerkin' with the Jets.
Jerkin' with the Jets.
Jerkin' with the Jets. Jerkin' with the Jets. I'm jerkin' with the Jets. Jerkin' with the Jets.
Okay. Joe Namath turns 80 years old. Birthday present for Joe. Can someone get Susie Cobra to finally give that guy his kiss? Or let him kiss her? May I kiss you? I don't know why that highlight. Every once in a while when I want to get a laugh, I'll just still look up Joe Namath asking Susie Cobra drunkenly on Monday Night Football, may I give you a kiss? And He's got that weird Pennsylvania accent, Robert, that only Pennsylvania
The Pennsylvania Dutch.
people say. Your E's are A's.
Yins. You get a lot of yins and yums.
Like, it's not a leg, it's a leg. A leg.
What was the
Like,
word we
it's
said
never
today?
leg.
Full. Can I get a full tank of gas?
A full tank of gas. Yeah, so Bobby picked me up and we stopped off at a gas station, and he says to the attendant, just make it a full tank. I said, a full tank? What kind of gas is that, Bobby? He said, he looked at me like I had two heads.
Right, full, and
Full.
he says fool.
Yeah, he says full tank.
Full tank.
A full tank.
A full tank. And and make sure you give me a turkey leg. What's wrong with what are you doing over
Wooter? Wooter's a big one. You want to go get some Wooter?
there? Joe Namath.
Yeah.
Besides the Super Bowl, what's the most important thing Joe Namath has done?
Oh, he appeared on an episode of, was it Who's the Boss?
Who's the boss?
Tony Danza?
The Brady Bunch.
That's it, the Brady Bunch.
So that's Joe Namath's number one
In my eyes.
in your eyes.
In my eyes, yeah.
Robert.
I thought asking that chick for a kiss was pretty cool. That's kind of my life goal. Peak and then just be like, yeah, baby, come kiss me.
I think an argument can be made that Joe Namath is the first modern day athlete. The first athlete that was going to wear furs.
Yeah.
The first athlete that was going to. You look at the way NFL.
Yeah.
Fucking pre-game, fucking things and post-game conferences, and it's the same thing with the NBA now.
Yeah.
It's a fucking fashion show.
You could say he was the first black athlete.
Well, yes, except he is a white man.
Yeah.
I
but
should let you know
He
that.
was flamboyant.
Well, I decided to go with modern.
Okay.
That's why I went with modern.
Okay, fair enough. I just think he was a cool black guy.
Well, modern day. But I mean, the attitude, sunglasses on the sideline,
Oh,
fur
yeah.
coat on the sideline, the white shoes, standing out.
Yeah, like a pimp.
Right? That makes Joe Namath the first modern day athlete.
Yeah, for sure.
And Bobby, he's from fucking Pennsylvania. You got any goddamn Joe Namath bullshit? You want to fuck? You know what? You want to disagree with me with the modern day athlete? You got someone else?
I'm always a big Pistol Pete.
This guy thinks that Pistol Pete Maravich is better than Jordan. He brings up Pistol Pete. We're not even talking basketball.
You said modern day athlete. He reinvented the game to
Joe
modernize it. The
Namath was
crossover.
before Pistol Pete.
Oh, I'm not good at time.
Guy with a name like Pistol Pete sounds like he's Annie Oakley's.
Pistol Pete Maravich's prime would come in the 70s in the ABA/NBA.
Okay.
Joe Namath's prime would be 1969 when he won the Super Bowl with the Jets in Super Bowl III.
Oh, I thought he went to the moon in '69.
Oh, God damn him. See how he acts?
That's a very good point. Like the press conference, everything. I think there's a good argument to be made for Jordan, like being the next edition of that kind of like I am.
Jordan's
a brand.
close because of just the insane amount of mainstream success. Shoes, sneakers, movies, Space Jam, fucking everything. I mean, yeah. It's tough to be, Michael Jordan, but that's why I go back to Namath. It starts somewhere.
Underwear.
Yeah, but I'm saying I agree, and I think Jordan took it to
The
the next
only
level.
person
turning
who
it into
you
a
could
brand.
say would beat Joe Namath because he came out, I would say, professionally mainstream a few years earlier would be Muhammad Ali.
Oh, good point.
That could be a guy you could say would be the first modern day athlete. It's
Wh-
close.
First white boxer.
I was gonna say Jackie Robinson.
We're going
for
to
that
go on
reason.
to jerking with the Jets topic number 2. Jerking
with the Jets.
Number 2, Aaron Rodgers, injured, but he should be back this week. Meanwhile, I noticed on YouTube that the Jets themselves have done almost like a Hard Knocks where they're doing all access Jets, and it's like a full-on documentary, and holy shit, they are basically all but pulling a Broadway Joe and fucking stamping themselves into the Super Bowl. I mean, they are expecting Aaron Rodgers to absolutely get him to the big game, if not win it. The amount of pressure now, I believe, that is suddenly building with gangrene will be too much for anyone to withstand. I don't think Rodgers is going to pull it off. I could be wrong, but I don't see him winning the Super Bowl. I don't.
He's been made a villain in the media in Green Bay.
In Green Bay, right here, he's a
Now
goddamn
he's
hero.
in the media center of the world. It's not going to take long for him to rub them the wrong way.
He's
and
probably
them
going to say
turn.
some stupid shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's a little too redneck for New York City. They're going to turn
I mean,
on
it's
him quickly.
California,
Yeah,
but he's Iowa Hawaska guy. He's too Jim Morrison, for fucking New York, you know?
He also has some stances on certain treatments for things that people didn't like. Remember when he kind of lied about saying, well,
Diabetes.
I had
He said no more insulin for people with diabetes.
He had found alternatives.
I'm just joking.
Alternative
He was talking about the fucking
diabetes.
COVID vaccine.
Oh, yeah. But he lied. And, if you do that in New York, they would try to burn you at the stake.
Well, listen. So I don't know. I think they're expecting a lot out of Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't deliver, it's going to set the Jets back a decade. Ooh. They have traded a fuck ton of draft picks to get this fucking guy. Huh. He better goddamn deliver. Number 3 on
Jacking with the Jets. Jacking with the Jets.
Running back Le'Veon Bell, formerly of the Steelers, Robert.
Yes, sir.
And then, but also formerly of the Jets.
Okay.
Said Adam Gase, his coach then of the Jets, was, an absolute dipshit, and that he used to smoke weed before the games.
God.
Before the games.
Yeah.
Now, have you ever smoked up nice and good, and you get high, and you have the smallest injury, like I once, just barely burnt myself on the stove. Oh. Like pinky, though, just barely. I was making some grilled cheese or something, high.
Yeah.
And I put my fucking, goddamn finger on the stove or the frying pan, and I swear to God, it felt like they were putting ice picks into my dick.
Yeah, dude, because you were high.
Right, because high.
Yeah.
I feel like it amplifies any pain and shit.
Absolutely.
How the fuck do you play football as a running back getting hit by 300-pounders?
I have no idea, David, because you're absolutely right. It's not. I don't believe marijuana is a good pain medication.
I mean, I think it's okay. Like, if you're in pain and you're probably right. Yeah, I was trying to rationalize it because I like smoking weed.
Yeah. But not when you're in pain, because you'll think about it constantly.
But also, it feels like it makes the throbbing worse.
Yeah.
Like, if I just, barely stump my toe, sometimes, when you're high, it looks like one of those fucking, Bugs Bunny cartoons where your toe is this big, for Christ's sake.
It almost throbs in a rhythm.
I'm going to disagree. I think weed can help you, especially in the sports sense, right? Think about Ricky Williams. Probably the greatest running back, smoked weed before every game.
Hey,
a lot of these guys do these things.
I'm going to let you in on a secret. I think Bobby's high as he's telling us this.
It's true. You smoke up before the show.
We were contemplating on getting a smoke machine, but then we realized, Bobby, just turn your fucking head sideways and blow it into the audience. We're covered.
You do smoke weed before and during the show.
And after.
Which always makes us nervous because he has the most buttons in front of him.
Yeah.
It's
like flying a spaceship sometimes.
Right. Me and Roy are fucking Luke and Obi-Wan, and Han Solo's fucking high as a kite. We're sitting in the 2 seats behind Han and Chewie, and Han Solo's passing to him and Chewie are passing the joint back and forth like chicken chod, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, laugh at that, you fuzzball. But Bill Walton, infamous story, had back pain. The coach of UCLA.
I'm not against weed.
But John Wooden, notorious strict coach, was like, hey, I'm going to leave early so you can smoke a joint, essentially.
Here's why I say.
Yeah.
When the injury just happens, weed is terrible. I agree with Roy. I guess that's what I was trying to. When the injury if you just hurt yourself and the pain is like you just fucked yourself up, weed to me really makes it worse. Now, you have chronic back pain. Yes, I agree with and it wasn't an injury, like a new injury. Then weed can alleviate that. I do believe in that, yes.
I mean, I know people, will say, who would take painkillers before games. That way, as you got beat up, you didn't feel it until post-game. So, you'd play Friday night, get the shit kicked out of you. You wouldn't feel it until you couldn't walk Saturday.
Well.
And you get through the game.
Where do you draw the line? Is it cocaine, or when do these
How bad do you want to win?
Yeah, yeah, I guess so.
A lot of people go, I don't understand why they took steroids. I go, I do.
I do, too.
Yeah, if there was something that you were like, this is going to get you to your goals.
Dude,
right.
Do you know who said he understands steroids? Mickey fucking Mantle said, guess what? If they had steroids in the 50s, I probably would have taken steroids. I can just shoot something or take a pill that's going to fucking give me 10 more home runs. Mickey Mantle would have hit 70 goddamn home runs every year of his fucking life.
They would have called me Grainy Rob if I made it to the majors.
Now, a guy who wants to talk about jerking with the Jets is our brand new boy. Well, yeah, it's the third incarnation. You first knew him as a sports computer, then you knew him as Shock Jock Robot, but this is the third incarnation of him. His name is the Sports Robot. Oh, there he is! Sports Robot. He wants to do a little jerking with the Jets talk. I love it. Okay, Sports Robot, how are you? You'd be better if I bought a tan dildo and fucked myself to death with it? Okay, that's a weird one. So, what do you think of Le'Veon Bell smoking weed before every game, Sports Robot? No wonder why he rushed for shit. I haven't seen a guy move that slow since Earl Douglas in any job he's ever had to do. Okay. Sports Robot, we're not.
Good one, Sports Robot.
No, we covered that issue already. Thank you.
He's killing today,
Nope,
Dave.
we're not going back to, what? Earl. What? He says Earl Douglas is so slow. When he worked at Quick Check, they had to rename it Mosey Mart. I get it, because he moseys around. All right. Can we go? Can we do the Jets talk now? What? Oh. But don't blame Earl. Blame his mother. It once took her 9 months to make a joke. Okay, I get it. This isn't what I planned. I wanted to talk Jets, Le'Veon Bell, Joe Namath. What? Huh? If Earl Douglas was a Disney character, he'd be Snow White. And the movie would be 9 hours long. So we're not going to talk about Aaron Rodgers at all. Sports Robot, this was not... What? Earl Douglas walks into a bar. The bartender says, "What can I get you?" Earl says, "Do you have a lollygagging loser?" The bartender says, "No." Earl says, "Well, you do now." And then goes about adjusting the music. Okay. What? How many Earls does it take to screw in a light bulb? I don't know. He's never screwed anybody. Sports Robot, everyone. I'm not doing it. He hijacked the segment. Why? You try to have Jets Corner or whatever the fuck it was. Jerking with the Jets.
Jerking with the Jets.
Jerking. You're trying to do jerking with the Jets. You want a palate cleanser?
Yeah, you want a
do
palate cleanser?
something? Let me see if I can hear anything yet. Play some. Oh, I can hear your drums here, boy. Oh, you know what it is? I can hear the keyboard and the drums. I just can't hear anybody's mic. That's an odd one. So I can hear your keyboards. I just can't hear my mic. My mic is definitely on, right, for this entire show?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, good. Let me get the song in, buddy. So we're going to just do a little palate cleanser here. All in all, though, life is good. You know what? At the end of the day, it's too much to be angry about. Right? No one wants to be angry. I'm not angry. At the end of the day, can't we all just get along? I mean, one of Earl's heroes said that. Rodney King. I think those are wise words. No reason for this. We all got lives to live, families to look after, people to love. Come on, baby. Let's go. Hey, ho. Let's go. Hey, ho. Let's go. Hey, ho. Let's go. Hey, ho. Let's go! They're forming in a straight line. They're going through a tide wide. The kids are losing their minds. So the blitzkrieg boat piling in the backseat. Oh, they're generating steam heat. Yeah, they're pushing through the backbeat. Blitzkrieg bump. Hey, ho, let's go. Shoot 'em in the back now. What they want, I don't know. They're all revved up and ready to go. losing their minds. The Blitzkrieg Bop. Yes, sir. They're piling in the back seat. Come on, generating steam heat. Pulsating backbeat. The Blitzkrieg Bop. Yeah, hey, ho, let's go. Shoot him in the back now. What they want, I don't know. They're all revved up and are ready to go. They're forming in a straight line. They're going through a tight wine. All the kids are losing their mind. The Blitzkrieg Bop. Here we go. They're piling in the back seat. They're generating steam heat. Pulsating backbeat. The Blitzkrieg Bop. Hey, ho, let's go. Hey, ho, let's go. Hey, ho, let's go. Hey, ho, let's go. Yes, sir. You know where you are. You're on the Davey Max Sports Program, baby. You're gonna die. Yes, I hear the intro play. Yes,
That must be our time to go, David.
yes. The introduction. There you go.
Wow.
That was wonderful. Congratulations, Roy Hardy. You kicked ass on that one.
Yeah, let's see how it sounds. Bobby's shaking his head.
Sounds good to me.
Hey, I'm getting some feedback. I don't know where it's coming.
What's the feedback? We'll just say it on the microphone.
That's a keyboard. Hold on, it's all good, Bobby.
I don't know. I said I'm getting some feedback.
Oh, I thought
It's all good.
I thought he meant like feedback from the chat room.
No,
and
no,
shit.
no.
He was getting audio feedback from your goddamn keyboard. Who are you, Jimi Hendrix? Fucking, you know.
Is that better, Bobby?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
there we go. Back to normal for you?
I think so.
So- Sometimes I like to rock out a
Roy,
little bit.
Roy,
Yeah, yeah, buddy.
50 fucking points.
Yeah.
If you can tell me
Yeah.
the first song that they claim did feedback on a record, you know, not a live album. It was in the studio track,
Yeah. Now you're saying feedback and not distortion. There's a difference.
not distortion.
Okay. I'm going to say Hendrix.
No.
But it was the Kings, wasn't it?
Paperback Rider.
Oh, the Beatles, huh?
Or was it Day Tripper?
Well,
Paperback
usually
Rider.
if you ask a trivia question, you know the answer.
I came off it with the top of my head. It was a fucking Paul McCartney song.
Well, 50 points for me in that case. Thank you, David.
It was a Paul McCartney song. All right, yeah, give him 50, but 25, you son of a bitch. You're not taking all 50. No, it was one of those. It was paperback rider. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was paperback rider.
It could be. I mean, there is
Yeah.
a little feedback in there. But
Yeah.
that's
There was no
interesting.
feedback in that one?
I-
How about Day Tripper? Was there feedback in that one?
Definitely feedback in Day Tripper. But I don't want to
Was
argue
there?
with the sports master.
No, it was probably Day Tripper then. That's the one I'm thinking
It could have
of.
been. It was. I'm sure it was the Beatles. Yeah. They used
No,
to-
it was one of those two.
I heard it was Jimi Hendrix because the mastering company, they actually had to put a label on the box that said, no, it's supposed to sound like this. So when you press this to vinyl, don't adjust your dials. It's not distorted.
Yeah, but the Beatles did that feedback, and it was a true blue feedback. John put his guitar right by the amplifier,
Yeah, and it would feed
and got that wah, 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 and they said record it.
Yeah.
And this happened 3 years before Jimmy, or well, 2 years.
Okay.
Paperback, right? That era, it was like a 1965 era of Beatles, and Hendrix didn't emerge onto the scene till 67.
68?
Seven.
60,
67, something like that.
67, 68. Okay, fair enough, David. I trust you on that. I believe you.
That's why they call me the fucking music master, baby.
Music master! Music master! You're the one we music after!
Bill Belichick's cheating again.
Uh-oh.
Him and Joe Judge, the former Giants coach, are having the players in fucking May. I know it's June right now, but they got in trouble for actions in May. They're keeping the players like 9 hours long at practice, like going like fucking hours and hours over practice time.
Oh, my God.
Because they're so freaked out that Aaron Rodgers has joined the AFC East, and now they're looking at a fucking last place finish. If Tua can remain healthy, the Bills, the Dolphins, the Jets, all could be better than the Patriots. I think they're freaking out, paranoid and anxious about it. And so now they're fucking putting the boots to their players. You're not allowed to do that. A fucking player and the union complained.
Yeah.
And now the fucking cheating Patriots yet again will get fined. Can you believe this shit?
Yeah, I can. It's the world of sports, David. I certainly can.
Now, are you into the hockey?
Not really, no.
Las Vegas Golden Knights beat the Florida Panthers in Game 1, 5-2. I'm wondering if people from Canada want to declare war on the United States of America for not only taking all of your hockey teams, but putting them in as an in-your-face fucking move, putting them in warm climates. All the warm climate teams are the best. The fucking Florida team, the Vegas team, the Carolina team, the Dallas team.
Yeah.
They're all 100 degrees playing hockey and winning at hockey. Wouldn't that piss you off if you were a Canadian, or would you have no issue with that?
I wouldn't have an as long as the ice don't melt, buddy. I'll play.
I mean, it's an arena. They can control the temperature.
Yeah,
They're not doing it outdoors.
So it doesn't really matter how hot it is, does it?
I just think that, but if I was a Canadian, I'd be like, my fucking beloved,
that would bother
ice
you.
hockey team is now winning games in fucking Florida
In Palm
or in
Tree
Vegas.
States. Yeah, well, I mean,
That would piss the shit out of me.
I'd be happy because it means if I got good at my sport, I could leave shitty Canada and go somewhere I could enjoy the weather. You know what I mean? Like, you can get to a good team and not have to be fucking freezing 24/7.
good point.
Oh, we're Toronto. We're like New York of bullshit. Fucking RC Cole at that.
Jesus.
You're the Earl Douglas.
Oh,
of
hey,
cities.
oh my God, look at
Wow,
him.
wow.
So rude. Trying to start some kind of controversy, some sort of fight.
I got your
I
back,
tried to
Dave.
put it to bed with the Blitzkrieg Bop. Do you understand? And then I'll probably resurrect it for Tales from the Satellite on patreon.com/.
Okay, as long as we bring it back for that.
Yes. But again, we're all good, aren't we?
We are,
Aren't we
David.
all happy?
We are all happy.
If Earl would like to have pizza, I have now after doing this entire episode, I feel very cathartic. If he would like to have pizza and have me in the studio and we'll talk this over, 100% I will be there. Get me through and we're going to have pizza. On you, though. Earl has to buy it. He owes me that. Yeah, he owes me some pizza. Don't you think, Roy? He stole the Shizer list.
Sure does, buddy.
Buy a whole pie. And if his, apology isn't sufficient, maybe he's going to fucking get a head in the pizza. I know how to put people's heads in pizza. Trust you, me, bitch. That'll do it. Robert.
Awesome.
Anything to plug?
Yeah. Most importantly, head over to the Patreon, check out this Tales from the Satellite and the one that's coming out this weekend, which is going to be us talking about Earl Douglas choking you.
Yes.
If you are in the New York area, I will be in Bridgeport, Connecticut with Earl David Reed, June 17th. Get your tickets
Awesome.
now. They're moving quickly.
June 17th.
Yeah, that'll be a big show. So maybe, we'll see some people we know there. That'd be awesome.
Please.
Yeah,
Let's
make
do
sure
it.
you got a full tank of gas and head over to see Bobby Tamburo.
Yeah.
Now, again, so we said soft invitation. If anyone shows up next week, I guess we'll allow some people in here. Dojo of Comedy in Morris Plains, New Jersey.
Tiff's Grill and Ale House is
Right.
the way to find it as well.
The way to find it is Tiff's Grill and Ale House, but it's also, Dojo of Comedy. And you'll be able to park there and everything. If you want food, though, up here, food and drink, you have to go downstairs because
You're
we're
gonna have
not
to
prepared
order it.
yet.
Yeah.
But this is what we're doing. We're doing everything in steps.
That's it.
We're going to let people in at 3, so why don't you get here at 2:30, get some of the ribs. If only there was somebody celebrity here who could give a testimony to how good the food at Tiff's is.
I had
Roy
the
Harder.
ribs. I had the ribs.
You had the ribs?
Yeah, and I'm a fucking vegetarian.
And
They were fantastic.
look at her!
Yeah. They were really fantastic. Worth breaking my.
I saw you get a fish thing, too.
Yeah, but that's not meat. That's not breaking the fast. When I order fish, that's basically vegetables. But when I eat ribs, now that's
If you're a vegetarian, you're not supposed to eat anything like that, including fish.
well, I'm not supposed
Animals.
to. But the ribs. Wait till you come
no,
here and
no,
eat
no,
the
no.
ribs.
I want to focus on this just for a second. I wanted to leave, but you,
Damn it, David.
if you're a vegetarian, you're not allowed to eat fish. They are animals, dude.
All right, fair enough. They're animals. They're animals. Yeah.
He says fair enough.
Yeah.
What?
I'm not going to argue with you. I eat animals, but I am a vegetarian. So
How?
I don't want to get into semantics.
So all
We'll
right.
pick this up next week, David.
Yeah. Hey, it was a fun episode, cathartic episode. I'm happy. I hope everyone else is happy.
I'm happy.
I'm happy.
And
Dave.
I hope
God
you're
bless-
happy, Earl.
I hope you're happy, Earl. And listen, Roy Harder, Bobby Tamburo. I want to thank everyone watching live. I want to thank everyone uploading this and watching on the old YouTube and then listening on the iTunes, the Spotify, the Amazon. Hit up the website, eastsidedavecountry.com, and I'll do it. My name is Davey Mack. Good night, everybody.